The studio lights beamed down brightly as Adam Sandler walked onto the set of The View, greeted by the enthusiastic applause of the live audience. He was there to promote his latest comedy film, a sequel to one of his classics, and the hosts Whoopi Goldberg, Joy Behar, Sarah Haynes, Sunny Hostin, and Alyssa Farah-Griffina welcomed him with smiles and handshakes. Adam, dressed in his signature casual attire of a loose button-up shirt and jeans, settled into the guest chair, cracking a few jokes right off the bat to lighten the mood. The conversation started innocently enough, with Whoopi asking about the inspiration behind the new movie and how it felt to revisit old characters after so many years. Adam responded with his trademark humor, sharing funny anecdotes from the set involving pranks and mishaps with his co-stars. The audience laughed along, and for a moment, it seemed like just another typical celebrity interview on daytime TV. But as the discussion shifted to more personal topics, Joy Behar leaned in with a pointed question about Adam's views on current political issues, specifically referencing some of his past comments on social media that had stirred minor controversies. Adam chuckled nervously, trying to deflect with a light-hearted quip, but Joy pressed on, her tone sharpening as she challenged him on what she perceived as inconsistencies in his public persona. The exchange began to heat up subtly at first, with Adam maintaining his composure while explaining his stance, emphasizing that he preferred to keep his comedy apolitical. Joy, known for her outspoken nature, didn't back down, citing examples from his films that she interpreted as subtle political jabs. The other hosts interjected occasionally, trying to steer the conversation back to lighter territory, but the tension was palpable. Adam's smile started to fade, replaced by a furrowed brow, as he felt cornered by the relentless questioning. The audience shifted uncomfortably in their seats, sensing the shift in atmosphere. Finally, after Joy made a particularly biting remark about celebrities using their platforms irresponsibly, Adam's patience snapped. He raised his voice slightly, interrupting her mid-sentence, and launched into a passionate rebuttal, defending his right to create art without being dissected for hidden meanings. His words tumbled out rapidly, laced with frustration and a hint of anger, as he pointed out how such interrogations detract from the joy of entertainment. The studio fell silent except for his voice echoing through the microphones, and the cameras captured every intense expression on his face. Joy attempted to respond, but Adam wasn't done, continuing to express how tired he was of being put on the spot in what was supposed to be a promotional appearance. The eruption was full-blown now, with Adam standing up from his chair, gesturing emphatically as he spoke. The producers in the control room scrambled, unsure whether to cut to commercial or let it play out for the drama. Whoopi tried to mediate, placing a hand on Adam's arm, but he shrugged it off gently, insisting he needed to say his piece. The audience murmured in surprise, some cheering him on while others looked shocked. This moment, raw and unscripted, would soon become viral fodder across social media platforms. As Adam wrapped up his tirade, he took a deep breath, apologized for the outburst but stood by his words, and the show awkwardly transitioned to a break. Backstage, the buzz was immediate, with crew members whispering about the unexpected clash. In the green room, Adam paced, regretting the intensity but feeling justified in his response. Joy, meanwhile, discussed it with her co-hosts, defending her line of questioning as part of the show's format. The incident highlighted the unpredictable nature of live television, where personalities clash and emotions run high. Later that day, clips began circulating online, amassing millions of views and sparking debates about celebrity interviews and boundaries. Adam's fans rallied in support, praising his authenticity, while critics accused him of overreacting. The View's ratings spiked, turning what could have been a forgettable episode into must-see TV. This event underscored the fine line between entertainment and confrontation in the media landscape. Following the commercial break, the show resumed with a noticeably subdued energy, as the hosts attempted to salvage the remainder of the interview. Adam Sandler sat back down, his face still flushed from the earlier exchange, while Joy Behar composed herself, offering a half-smile that didn't quite reach her eyes. Whoopi Goldberg took the lead, steering the conversation towards safer topics like Adam's family life and upcoming projects, hoping to diffuse the lingering tension. Adam, ever the professional, played along, sharing heartwarming stories about his kids and how they influence his work. However, the undercurrent of unease was evident, with occasional glances between Adam and Joy hinting at unresolved friction. As the segment progressed, Sarah Haynes asked about Adam's experiences working with various directors, prompting him to recount hilarious behind-the-scenes tales that had the audience laughing again. Sunny Hostin chimed in with questions about diversity in Hollywood, which Adam addressed thoughtfully, drawing from his own collaborations. Alyssa Farah Griffin brought up his philanthropic efforts, allowing Adam to highlight causes close to his heart. Despite these efforts, the earlier eruption loomed large, and viewers at home could sense the forced normalcy. Social media was already ablaze with reactions. Hashtags like #Sandler vs. Behar trending as people dissected every word and gesture. Commentators speculated on whether the clash was genuine or staged for publicity, but those in the studio knew it was real. Adam's outburst had revealed a side of him rarely seen, a passionate and unfiltered, contrasting his usual goofy persona. Joy, for her part, held her ground, later explaining in interviews that she was just doing her job as a host. The episode wrapped up with polite goodbyes, Adam shaking hands with the panel, though his interaction with Joy was brief and cool. Off-air, discussions ensued about potential apologies or follow-ups, with producers thrilled by the buzz it generated. In the days that followed, talk shows and podcasts analyzed the moment, with some praising Adam for standing up for himself and others criticizing the hosts for pushing too far. The incident became a case study in media training, illustrating how quickly things can escalate on live TV. Adam issued a statement via his publicist, downplaying the event as a heated discussion and expressing respect for the View team. Joy, on the next episode, addressed it humorously, acknowledging the passion on both sides. Fans created memes and edits, amplifying the drama for entertainment value. This clash not only boosted viewership but also sparked broader conversations about civility and public discourse. Adam's career, far from being harmed, saw a surge in interest for his new film, proving that controversy can sometimes be a boon. Reflecting on it later, Adam admitted in a podcast that he regretted raising his voice but stood by his sentiments. Joy, in her memoir Erupts, described it as one of many spirited exchanges in her long career. The event joined the annals of memorable TV moments, like other celebrity walk-offs or arguments. Ultimately, it humanized both parties, showing that even stars have breaking points. The video script for this recounting would capture the intensity through dramatic narration, interspersed with imagined reenactments or actual clip descriptions, keeping viewers hooked on the unfolding drama. Delving deeper into the backstory, Adam Sandler's appearance on The View was initially pitched as a fun, light-hearted promo spot, aligned with his comedic brand. However, the show's format, known for tackling hot-button issues, set the stage for potential conflict. Joy Behar, a veteran host with a reputation for sharp wit and no-holds-barred questions, often dives into politics, which clashed with Adam's preference for staying neutral. Leading up to the show, there were rumors of behind-the-scenes tensions, perhaps fueled by differing views on current events. On the day of taping, the atmosphere was charged, with audience members excited to see a Hollywood icon up close. As the interview unfolded, the brutal exchange began innocently but escalated when Joy referenced a past sketch that some viewed as insensitive. Adam defended his work, explaining the intent was pure comedy, but Joy countered with societal impact arguments. His eruption came after repeated prodding, his voice booming as he exclaimed frustration over being misrepresented. The live aspect amplified everything and no edits, no retake, just raw emotion broadcast nationwide. Co-hosts' reactions varied. Whoopi tried calming, Sarah looked surprised, Sunny nodded thoughtfully, Alyssa attempted balance. The audience's gasps added to the theatricality, making it feel like a scripted drama. Post-incident, media outlets scrambled for exclusives, interviewing experts on body language to break down the moment. Psychologists weighed in on stress in high-pressure environments, while comedians shared similar experiences. Adam's team managed the fallout adeptly, turning it into positive press by highlighting his authenticity. Joy's fans defended her journalistic style, arguing it keeps interviews engaging. The viral clip broke records on platforms like YouTube and TikTok, with remixes and reactions proliferating. This event echoed past TV blow-ups, like Oprah's couch jumping or other heated debates. In scripting this video, the narrative would build suspense, starting with build-up, peaking at the eruption, and resolving with aftermath reflections. Visuals could include slow-motion replays of key expressions, overlaid text quotes, and commentator inserts for depth. The script emphasizes the human element, showing how public figures navigate personal boundaries under scrutiny. Months later, Adam and Joy reportedly reconciled at an industry event, laughing it off as water under the bridge. Yet, the moment lives on in pop culture lore, a testament to live TV's unpredictability. For the video, paragraphs like this would detail nuances, ensuring each segment maintains viewer interest through vivid descriptions and analysis. Expanding on the immediate repercussions, the eruption sent shockwaves through the entertainment industry, with agents and publicists advising clients on handling similar situations. Adam Sandler's social media following surged, as supporters praised his candor in an era of polished PR. Critics, however, labeled it unprofessional, sparking debates on celebrity entitlement. The View's producers capitalized on the buzz, teasing follow-up discussions that drew record viewers. Joy Behar addressed the incident on subsequent episodes, quipping about passionate guests keeping things exciting. Adam, in a late-night appearance elsewhere, poked fun at himself, turning the event into comedic material. Behind the scenes, there were talks of potential lawsuits or boycotts, but cooler heads prevailed. The script for a long-form video would chronicle this timeline, using timelines and infographics to map the spread of the story. Interviews with eyewitnesses, like audience members, would add authenticity, recounting the electric atmosphere. Media analysts discussed how such moments boost ratings in a fragmented viewing landscape. Adam's film benefited from the publicity, with box office projections rising post-incident. Joy's book sales saw a bump, as readers sought her take on celebrity encounters. The clash highlighted generational differences in comedy and politics, with younger viewers siding with Adam's laid-back approach. In crafting the script, each paragraph builds layers, exploring motivations and consequences without breaking flow. Visual aids like split screens comparing reactions enhance engagement. The narrative arc mirrors a thriller, with rising action leading to the climax of the outburst. Reflections from peers, like fellow comedians, provide context on industry pressures. Ultimately, the event fostered growth, with both parties gaining respect for each other's perspectives. For the video, this paragraph would transition into broader implications, keeping the audience invested through relatable insights. Analyzing the cultural impact, Adam Sandler's eruption on The View became a symbol of pushback against intrusive interviewing styles. Podcasts dissected the exchange frame by frame, debating who was at fault. Memes flooded the internet, from edited clips with dramatic music to photoshopped images of the duo in boxing rings. The incident inspired skits on Saturday Night Live, with impersonations capturing the essence hilariously. Adam leaned into it, incorporating subtle nods in his stand-up routines. Joy, undeterred, continued her probing style, earning applause for resilience. The video script would incorporate these elements, using humor to balance the drama. Fan theories abounded, some suggesting it was orchestrated for hype, though insiders denied it. Ratings data showed a spike in daytime TV viewership, proving controversy sells. Educational segments could explore communication breakdowns, using the event as a case study. In the script, descriptive language paints vivid pictures, like Adam's veins bulging or Joy's arched eyebrow. The paragraph structure maintains momentum, each building on the last without abrupt shifts. Post-event interviews revealed Adam's regret over the tone but not the content, emphasizing artistic freedom. Joy reflected on the passion that makes live TV thrilling. The reconciliation narrative adds a feel-good resolution, showing maturity. For creators, this teaches the power of authentic moments in content creation. Concluding the saga, the Adam Sandler-Joy Behar clash remains etched in TV history, a reminder of live broadcasting's volatility. Years on, it's referenced in compilations of epic meltdowns, alongside classics. Both emerged stronger, With Adam's career thriving and Joy's legacy as a bold host solidified, the video script encapsulates this journey, from spark to resolution, in engaging prose. Lessons learned include respecting boundaries while fostering dialogue. The event spurred changes in interview protocols on some shows, prioritizing guest comfort. In retrospect, it was a perfect storm of personalities, timing, and topics. The script's length allows deep dives, ensuring comprehensive coverage. Visual storytelling, with reenactments and expert commentary, brings it to life. Ultimately, it celebrates the human side of fame, where emotions flare but connections endure.